Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Just thought I'd bring you all down to Queen's Park. Thought we'll take you for a walk today through Queen's Park. We'll point a few things out. You know, that's the councillor's house there. This constituency. Park's up over there for people who don't know. I'll take you up and we'll have a look at this sign. The fair's arrived this morning. It's only early. I like to come out early. I'll show you this sign. Car park's in the way of it, but which is a bit of a, you know, I don't want to say what I'm going to say. I'll give you that information. I'm going to try and get this full map in. You know, you've got your key points there, 1, 2, and so on. A car here right up against my back. That's the map for this place. Come on, I'll take you over here. I'll spin you out, I'll give you one last look at that. That's the map. Got lamppost there, a bit slanted. Now, I particularly like this flagpole this here. Flagpole. Never seen a flag on it, but there's a flagpole there. And that's when it was built, 1887. I don't know what's happened to the sign there, it's gone. Nice old cast iron bin there. There's another sign there, it's a bit dirty, but we'll go and have a look at that in a minute. Give you a little look up there. I wanted to come and show you the park. Because not many people from Blackburn probably know about this place. So anyway, come on. If anybody remembers, we're a bit just here. Just across there was a shop there, just across there in the middle of the screen. And here, they're building here like old toilets. Anyway, come on, let's have a look at this park while there's nobody on it. Picnic area there. Smoke-free area. Let's get these signs for you all. Now, I just thought I'd add Queen's Park to my little archive. So you're probably finding it playlists on my channel, the parks. You know, single swing there. Big climbing apparatus here. One of them out spinny things. Have you noticed? Decent climbing frame in the middle. And on the floor here, if you notice, it's got a little road with junctions stopping, and this bit here is the roundabout. I think it's particularly cool, is that? I want to show you this sign. Now, there's some missing off it, which I'm not really happy about. They should be put back on. I don't know what's happened to them, but I know they weren't broken off, they've been taken off. All the infant school. And this here, the North Pole, 2,502 miles that way. Now, I forget what we're on this side here. And that there's meant to be a world, like a globe. Well, it had a lot. It had a lot of little signs on it, which is a shame. And here as well, they had 2 swings on there last week. That might be just be me. Up the road. And all rubbish what's blew out the bin at night. Look at that. This proves how early I am here, because usually a guy comes on and all this will be clean. All this. Before any visitors come to the park. So that'll be clean for 8, 9 o'clock. It's currently about 7 o'clock in the morning. Which I've had to come at this time in the morning to document it, because usually it's very packed on here. Another apparatus there. Looking a bit worse for wear, is that? It could do with a right good clean. You know, rubber coming off the little seats at the bottom. So yeah, definitely they've not been to clean it all up this morning. Now look at this here. Can't you tell these have not been maintained for a while? Look at that. And this is Queen's Park. This is one of the gems of Blackburn, this. Look at this. Oh, looks like it's somehow of Chernobyl. Look. Looks like it's been sprayed all up and whatnot. Look, it's there of it. No. Little climbing wall there. Yeah, Thursday here this morning. Come, we haven't set up yet, but they're here. They must have been here very early this morning then. And got this nice climbing wall here as well. Don't know why people have to do that. But that's not teenage kids, that's kiddie kids. But you know, same at this side. Climbing wall, that. Which is good. It's good. And this is, let's give you a little spin round and give you an overall look at Oak Park. Look further. Right, come on. Let's go for a walk round Queen's Park. Excuse me. Sorry for it bouncing all over. It just seems to happen that I walk slow and it bounces. I walk fast and it doesn't. It's like it evens itself out. Anyway, come on. Take you back down these steps. Main gates there. Right, it's up here I wanted to take you. Up to this side. Needs a good clean. Ah, heck, it needs a good clean. Look at that. Now the old park keeper, what used to be here, was Lee. A guy called Lee. Now he was good at his job. There wouldn't have been any of this lying around if he was still here. He used to do his job with pride, with real pride here. Won't be any of that litter. But it's only early. Got to give them time to come out yet and complete mess up. But I'm shocked with the fur being there this year. Why couldn't it have been all over the other side? Right over the other side. Anyway, come on, let's have a look at this cast iron post. I like this one. This is brilliant, this. Got old signs still on it. Still got its cap there up top as well. Oh. Lake and boating house, cricket pitch, bowling greens and pavilion, youth shelter. It's not a youth shelter at all. You're not even allowed in it. But you know. Nature area at the top. Yeah, pretty exceptional, is that? Oh, come and show you this little bit of artwork. Now I did an earlier video it was called Finding the Burnley Stone here in Queen's Park. Now I won't be pointing out the Burnley Stone today. I will not be doing, because that's something I want you all to find Anyway, come on, let's go up here. We'll go around the edges first, and then we'll come back round and do the boating house and the lake. Don't know how many parts I'm going to be doing this in, or whether I should just do it all in one, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And this here is the boating house. See, all signs are all faded. Oh, a lot of pondweed in there today. That's really come up with pondweed. Anyway, let me get to the side, let me get these in. And there's the boating house with a nice clock above it. Now when we were kids you could used to rent boats out every Sunday. So let me put that through there so you can all see. Look at that, real boating house. But it doesn't look like it's getting maintained, does it? So what's happening with that? What are they doing? Nice little thing. Let's pull this back through, boys, for you all. Now look at these new rails. And new gates. See, it's new. These are new, but still decent. Still got right good decoration in them. Particularly that corner one on end there, with signs on. Anyway, come on. Let's move on. That surprised me. Nothing on board anymore. See, if any of you play Pokemon or anything like that, Queen's Park's got quite a few. I think it's got 3 gyms here and quite a few Pokestops. Yeah. That there where you see the bench, used to be some old toilets there. And you know what, even when I was a kid I never used them toilets. Not even once. They're always locked. That down there's the main entrance into Queen's Park. But this here is one of the little side entrances. This. I'm going to walk a little bit down because there's some signs up there. Up there, if you can see them. That's where we're going to be going to. Look at that. This area. Yeah, entrance way there. It's just off Queen's Road. Side entrance that. So anyway, come on, let's go up here. Let's give you a quick look around. Look around. Don't know if we're going to be able to see this sign, or it might just be a bit too rubbed. Oh, here we go. A bit too rubbed. Very rubbed. Doesn't look like there's anything left on it. But come on anyway, we'll go to the next one. I'm just about to see something on this one. Can't really make it out. Green Week 97. We'll see if I can make that out when I get home. See, there was another one there as well, but that's not there anymore. Look at that little squirrel there. You come in. You come in then. See what it is, there's a guy and an old woman in a wheelchair what comes around Queen's Park, and they're always feeding birds and squirrels. Well, when this little squirrel seen me, because I have an hat on, the lady's son has an hat on, he's always feeding them. So when that's in me, it stood up like that, thinking, I think it thought that I was the same man. So here we are. You come in. You come in. Come on then. Eh? Big fella. You see him. Eh? What are you doing? Eh? Well, I'll leave you be. I won't disturb you. And this one as well. Which it's very dirty, very rubbed again. And you can just sit lake down there, full of green duckweed. I'll take you to this sign as well. Oh, this one's better. We can actually read some of this one. Those trees were planted on December 7th, 1996 to commemorate the babies born in the borough during the council's Green Week Festival. Which is good, isn't it? A nice little thing there to commemorate the children who were born. Which I think is brilliant. Gives some children some connection to this place then, doesn't it? Yeah, what's this on this tree? It's a little sign, this. But we'll have a look anyway. Might not have anything on it, but we can always have a look. Nope. No, I've not got anything on it. There was another sign here I wanted just to see, but it's since gone. There was a sign on here. And there was a sign on that one there. But all the same, it's not here anymore. There's a sign here as well. It looks like they're pulling it up, because there isn't anything left on it either. But that sign there, it told you about the planting, what was going on in this little bit here. You know, its habitat and what they found here, like woodpeckers and bluebells growing and things like that. Anyway, I like in here how we're on about. Anyway, come on, let's get back down here. That's where the bolting house is here, and that's where it starts. I knew I missed the sign, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for this. But looks like somebody's ripped it off. Looks like somebody's ripped it off now. Which is a shame. Why are they going around doing that? Is there another one there? Sorry about that, folks. So let me go back and have a look at this sign as well. This is the last one in this area. So I just thought I'd get that in for you. That's the boating house just there. And this is the lake. Now, don't remember to walk along paths or walk down by the lake here. But I think we'll walk along the path, and I'll still give you visuals at lake. But it just looks like green soup, like pea and ham soup at the moment, which is not good. Further on down there, you see one at workers at park. He's going down emptying bins, you know, and probably cleaning up. But that's what I was saying earlier on in this video. Sunny early. They generally come and clean up before visitors come to the park, really. They're pretty good. But it's one of Blackburn's gems, this Queen's Park. Definitely. Now, it's been heavily documented, this place. You know, you'll find, if you want to find out of its history, like the centenary arch and things like that, you'd have to go on the internet and have a look for it. My aim today is just to walk round, but if people want to really know about it, if they drop what they want to know about it in the comments, then I'll get the information for them. Sit back there. Sorry about it being all over. Sit back there. That's them just been round and cleaned all that area there. Which not many people see that. Because they usually do it before people come to the park in the morning. That's the cricket pitch over there. That bird right on that post there. That's the lake. Look at Ireland in the little lake there. You know, there's an entranceway up there. That entranceway there used to take you to flats what were there. I think it was Victoria, Alexander and Elizabeth, and they were all different blocks what were here. And that's what they were, Queen's Park flats. Which when you were on 13th floor, it used to sway a little like that when you were in houses on 13th floor. I had a friend who used to put a marble on his windowsill and it used to just roll backward and forward bit by bit. So I'd mention that. And obviously there's some steps over there. People come down the park, go to them steps, and up top step it's concreted. Well, there used to be an old 5p and a couple of half a pennies, just very tiny half a pennies, pressed into the concrete. I don't know if they're still there, but I think they might have been took by now. But you'll see the impressions of where they were, and somebody scratched the name in as well. But I won't tell people whose name it is. I was actually there when the name got scratched when they put a new step up when I was younger, and it was us actually who put the half a pences on the top step in the concrete. Well, it was my mate who put the half pence in, it was me who put the old 5p. So anyway, just thought I'd let you into that little secret. And that there, what you see there with bread baskets sticking up, they've been using it as cricket stumps. Right up there on that car park with a centenary arch, where that's where it was. And one of my subscribers pointed it out to me that there was actually a gunship along here at one point in some photographs. I think I've seen it in old photographs of this place. An old military gunship. See, I'm still waiting for somebody to find the original Burnley stone. What was placed here by the workers who built the park when the park came from Queen's Park in Burnley. Took me years to find it. See the road up that way, that takes you to the Shadsworth entrance, and there's a little car park up top there as well. But you can't get in through that car park, it's blocked off, you can only walk in it. Well, that's for the people who don't know, who've probably never been to Queen's Park. Anyway, I thought I'd take you down here. All rings here. This is where up boats used to be tied up back in there. Look at that for a lake. It's boat off right at the end. So anyway, come on. Sorry for the noise, it's just the council workers. Now this bridge here, it's concrete now, latest van pass. It's concrete now, it's got a concrete thingy on it. But this was an old cast iron bridge. If you look at the photos on old Blackburn, on the internet, you'll see photographs of this place. And it's got a different type bridge. It was an old cast iron bridge. You know, and these are newer rails, these. They've not been put in with lead. They've actually been concreted in. But you can see they're modern. I just thought I'd point that out for you. No. I'll just give you a quick look at this bridge, and then I want to walk. I'm going to take you for a walk round bottom end down there. Just give you a quick look at this bridge. You know, I can always come back to this bridge. Like I said, we don't need to go all the way up there to Centenary Arch. Well, where it used to be. So I'll bring you along here. Give you all a look. Like that. You see the nest there, right up against the sign, right up against the deep water sign. Now, people might ask me if there's any fish in here. There was a lot of off. There was a lot of off. There was quite a few big carp, but they dragged it out. They dragged it out, or weed out and all, pond weed out. And half the fish were dying outside. Got geese here. Watch them as this man passes. They'll just stand there. They're up right end. These big guys. See, they shouldn't be frightened of me, these big guys. You see me, pop them. stop and they'll stop. Plenty of them today. Cool them, aren't they? I have to show you this piece of artwork on the floor I've just noticed. A million hearts. Each. A million hearts each. Working. A million hearts each working. Like. Just give you a quick look. Million hearts working like floating bells. Against the deep turn of heavy water. That's alright. And it stretches the way up there. Look at all them geese this morning. Now you can walk right through the middle of all these geese here and they won't even move because they're that used to you. So this is the lake. That there what you see there, that was like an old foot, like a foot pool once upon a time. Excuse me. This path here, what goes up there, that's what takes you to the famous arch. Well, it was at one point, but it's not there now. I'll give you a look at this. Look at this board. It's a pity we've got these bits in the way, but we'll try and decipher it when I get on. So I'll stand back a bit and get what I can for you. The old steps going down to the lake. Look at all them birds today. Come on, let's walk. I'll tell you what I have noticed. This is the mobile phone tower there. Well, that's been thrown up underneath public's nose. That's been done when we've all been in lockdown. That tower there. Just thought I'd tell yous all. Wonder who's been paid for putting that mobile phone tower there. Because I do know farmers get a lot of money. Because I've got a few farmer friends which has been paid a lot of money for having one of them put there on their land. So I wonder who benefited from that, considering it's Queen's Park. It's meant to be public, isn't it? Or it's meant to be our Queen's. It's either way. Do it green to blend in with trees. Yep. Well, that rock there did have a sign on it. Some information about this place here. But you know, that's another gateway there, taking you out onto Queen's Park Road. Now this place here, what I'm going to show you over this edge here. This here, I know it's a football pitch now, but this was one of the original bowling greens, this. It was actually split up into 2 bowling greens. It's a football pitch now. With a gate right down there in the centre. That takes you to Top of Lincoln Road, which there's a shop at Top of Lincoln Road if you need any refreshments. So I thought I'd like to tell you about that. So anyway, come on, let's have a walk along here. Look at the old cobbles. That took you into the old footpool, which is here now in this habitat area. You can hear the wind, I'm sorry about that. It is getting a bit windy. And them corals are going for it. Look at all ivy on that tree there. With all geese across there, look at them all. Yeah, they're pretty friendly, the geese here. They are. Morning. You know, it's a good walk this in the morning. You know, Blackburn's starting to come alive because starting to get a few visitors now at the park. Dog walkers mainly. People who do miles in the morning. Which I used to be one of them people, doing the miles in the morning. Old football pitch there. Morning mate, you're alright? These are some nice old steps here. Now, I wanted to show you these old steps. These old cornerstones as well. Nice good pair of old steps these. Got the original rail as well, if you notice. Up and down. And I'll take you down here and I'll just give you a quick look. Anyway, this is tennis courts, basketball courts and little football pitches. That there's a biggish football pitch. That down there is the bandstand. Well, we'll go and have a look at the bandstand in a minute. I just thought I'd bring you down to this point and show you. I'll take you back up now. It's always a nice walk this morning. Nice bridge down here. Nice old bridge down there. Plenty of wildlife here. Plenty. That's the bridge there. Look at that bridge. Now it looks so much better in the pictures. It did, from old. It's all cast iron work and that. Looks so much better than it does now. Don't get me wrong, it's nice looking now. But it did look so much better. Trying to give you all a look, so it's not jumping about. So I'm walking a few steps and then I'm having a look round. Oh, look at this fella here in his nest. Water hen. King of the river. I'll get these signs for you. Deep water, thin ice. Which I always thought, well, when you're in deep water, you're in trouble with your mum. Look at that, some of this graffiti there. Look. I think that was a face. That. I remember it. I'm going to take you down that way in a minute. So I need to take you up to this point where it bridges. And then we've more or less covered things then. That there's the shelter, and that's the bridge. And this is the steps down. The bars are a bit bent. They're not original. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you down here for a little look. A little look at its old fountain and its waterfall, which comes down off the main lake. It's just the overflow really, but it's a nice stunning thing in its own little right. Nice bandstand that. Keeps you dry in wet weather. But when I was younger, this bandstand weren't here. And this road here, where you see it not going round, this road used to go all the way around that. Right round the edge of this wall, we're all box. Round the edge of the, right round the edge of this road, we're all little box edges. And on inside, and then on inside there where bandstand is, it were a big rose garden. Hundreds and hundreds of rose plants. And that there's another entrance, that, right in the middle of the screen. Now this here is a little tunnel, this. It goes right under and right to Little Hall. Look at that pondweed in that. I have to show it you, it's what's come out at Lake at top. Look at it all. That's the tunnel there, what goes right down to Little Hall. Don't look at the state of that. Look at the state of that. Now, that's a lot of pondweed. A real lot. And bridge here, little bridge. Nice little stone bridge. But look at all that in that. Now I do know when Lee Brown were running things here as the park keeper, that would definitely not be there. I think you need to employ him back, council. Or all this. All this would definitely not be here. And that there is an old water fountain. It's been broken like that since I was young. Yep. Which is a shame. Come on, I'll bring you around and give you a little look at this waterfall. We'll try and get near without falling in here. But look at that in that summit. All that's coming from an overflow spill from main lake what's at the top of this hill here. But in that summit, absolutely stunning. Well, anyway, come on, we'll get on. No, I like that waterfall. I like this little bridge as well. But that, I really like that fountain. Really do. It's a shame it's in that condition. You know, all the pieces what's come off on the edges there used to be in the water down here, but they're not anymore. I noticed that a couple of years ago, that they're not there. So I was thinking they could get some like type of resin and like try to put it back on. But it's not happened. I'll take you for a walk up here. So all in all, this place is a little gem. This, it is to me anyway. See magpies down there. I'm sorry to the joy. You know, there's a nice round bowling green there. I'm going to take you down that way in a minute. It's like this here. Is that part of that fountain? It could well be. That could be a piece of it, that. There's that fountain down there. It's looking like it. It's got the same shape. Same type stone. So that were a good spot for today. And it's old steps here. I'll just go up these steps on one side, just to show you all. This bit here like a picnic area. And there's this. Let's try and get back and try and get it all in for you. I don't think I am going to be able to. No, I'm not. I'll come up and show you what it says. You don't know how much I want you to see the world. Well, it's always a nice thing to see things like that knocking about. It's all cast grids there. It's all steps. No, if you look, these have been put in with lead, but that's too good of a job that for how old the park is, and they're definitely not. They're not period correct for them railings, or that iron rail. But it's looking like that stone down there could be part of that fountain. Anyway, come on, let's walk. See, there used to be a big sculpture down there called the caterpillar. Tree trunk caterpillar, I think that's what it was called. But it's not there anymore. It's just rotted away. It's gone. It's not there. Which was a shame because that was part of public arts. I wanted to add that to me little archive on public arts. Nice round bowling green there, or circle bowling green I should say. They're circular. This here, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what that is if you want. That is the valve that drains the lake. There's two of them. There's this one and there's one further on down there. And that's how they drain the lake, by using that. Just thought I'd tell you that. This here was the toilets, was the youth hangout. People who's on probation and community service, that's where these come as well. I'll give you a quick look at it. This is the round bowling green. This. Which originally, this was the clubhouse. But it's never open. Never ever open for our elderly citizens. Somebody's even took the handrail off one side. Now it gets me with things like this. Now why have they locked this red? Why have they locked this bowling green up? Oh, with its old posts and its stepways going in, if you notice. Why have they locked that bowling green up? What are they doing with it? You know, what they're going to be building in there? You know. Can't just lock things up like that, put fence around it and lock it up. Shouldn't be allowed to do things like that. Anyway, that's where probation go around that corner, inside that bit. Just let me show you this sign here. If you have a look at this wall, it's been put together with like loads of different type stones, which is always good. Always good. Yeah, decent old lamppost there. Hanging basket brackets. It's not a really old one, but it's old enough. I'll show you this little bit here. Its old little gate posts. It did originally have gates on. I've never ever seen gates on this, personally myself. But this bit here with door, that's where probation service goes. I want to show you all this. It's in this here. Woodpecker holes that. Oh, look at that. See where that's been visited this morning. Right, big one there. Which is cool, isn't it? Oh, anyway, come on, let's get down here. Bird come jumping out at bushes then. Wondered what it were. This is coming to the end. Do like that signpost there. Anyway, I'll take you back down to the main gates and that'll be us. So if you like any of my content, subscribe, like and hit the notification bell. And it'll notify you when I've got new and upcoming videos. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.